Now on YouTube, welcome to another video. Bit of a special one today. We're doing another what's it actually like to drive video, but we're in a car which I've never driven before and have no real affiliation to whatsoever. Now I've not flipped the camera, I am on the left side of the car. We're in a Dodge Challenger. So we're doing the second one of these little review videos with an S14 last week. This week we've got a Dodge Challenger. How's that for variety then? Eh? So this car's owned by one of my friends. Not really into his American cars or anything. He's normally got Hondas or Lotuses or stuff like that, but he fancied something different and he ended up with this. And when he saw that I started doing these little review videos, he said, well, why don't you come and drive the Dodge? Oh, why not? So just some quick info on the car. I don't know a lot about it. It's a Dodge SRT8, which I think at the time of it coming out, it's about a 2009 model. At the time of it coming out, pretty high spec. Yeah, obviously it's left-hand drive, automatic gearbox. There's a few things, like immediately the shifter down here looks a bit Mercedes, and I mentioned it to Matt, and apparently quite a lot of the car is actually Mercedes, which is not a bad thing. If it's a bit like a big kind of E-Class coupe kind of thing with an American muscle, then that surely can't be a bad thing. And one thing that Matt did say to me was he was surprised at how well it drove. He actually took this round Kerbera Sprint Course. I know, Kerbera Sprint Course, which is a tiny track. He took it around there, and yeah, he had a lot of fun. So as you know with these videos, I'm not going to try and tell you too much about the car, but it's quite a nice one. We've got quite low mileage. It's not showing me now, but if I just press the engine start button, we'll hear it. An average MPG of 18.8, that's not too bad. How do I get the actual mileage up on it? So we've got a temperature gauge in freedom units, in Fahrenheit. Everything else is as you'd expect. Obviously being on this side of the car, a little bit strange, but I'm sure we'll get used to it. That's definitely the wipers, we'll not do that again. Yeah, it feels alright in here, quite like it. Let's not take too much time on the intro, let's go for a drive and see what this American muscle stuff's all about. The roads are quite narrow, so we'll be a little bit careful. Not exactly yeehaw, fuck yeah America roads round here. It's a bit more, MR2 roads really. There's a couple of motorbikes going around and stuff as well, and quite a few cyclists that we'll have to be cautious of. But let's go for a little drive anyway. Let's see what this American muscle car is all about. Oh, I just went to my left to put it into drive, but that's not going to work, is it? It's a big old car, this. So, Christ, left-hand drive. This is. I have driven a left-hand drive car before. It was a long time ago when I was at the Nürburgring. So we'll go steady. Now we can actually flick this into a manual kind of sequential mode, but to change gear is left and right. It's not up and down, it's left and right. Fuck. What is that all about? I think we'll put it back in. Oh shit, I'll get it back into will it just go back in itself, or is it gonna it's going into first gear now. I just want you to go back into normal drive, mate, if you don't mind. We can go to neutral and then back. Ooh, I don't want to do that. How do I disable Del Sport mode, por favor? We're going to be driving around in first gear here, like a right weapon. Keep it in first, I guess. Okay, we're still in first gear. Give it a little tickle. It's definitely fast. Yeah, I mean we went downhill there, first to second gear. Yeah, it really took off then in second gear. Don't know how well you can hear the engine. It's not the loudest, but it's definitely there. It does sound good. Definitely sounds good. We're back into a 30 zone. Now I don't know these roads. I don't really know where we're going. I've not been around here before. Just pull into Holm Bridge. So I think No, are we near Huddersfield maybe? Around that area? Tell you what, I'm very comfortable in these seats. These can't be American spec seats because then again they're a bit of a tapered bolster on the back, so I guess they're fit for all sides of backs. Steering's nice. It's got to be hydraulic, or is it? Oh, it might be electric. I don't know, it's pretty light. If I had to bet, I would say electric. But it's not a very American thing to have electric steering, I don't think, so we'll go with hydraulic. Is there anything coming? Oh, there is. Bloody left-hand drive. Well, that's left-hand drive, eh? Can't bloody see. Well, it's very American so far. I feel like I want a big open road to be driving this, not a country road, but not a lot of choices in the UK, is there? Where could we really go to really open the taps on this? Does this car make a lot of sense in the UK? Does any American car make sense in the UK? I don't know, Daniel. What do you think? I think it's just shifted into... No, don't go into first. Oh, I guess we could go into first. Anything behind us? Oh, there's a Jeep behind us. Hell yeah, brother. It's trying to dance a little bit there. We are fully traction controlled up. It's pretty stiff, you know. It's not... I can tell the weight's there, but it's pretty firm on the ground. Long gears, very long gears. It just automatically changed for me then. It must have thought I was going to put too many bald eagles on the fire. Get down. Now we're back into a 30. Well, it's fast. Yeah, I guess that's a tick of approval. It's fast. Well, on the way back up, we'll try and feel it a little bit in the corners. Wow, I was pretty much as far as I could go on this side, and you were hitting cat's eyes on that side. That's how wide this car is. Of course, it's automatic, so we can do a bit of left foot braking. I think those hairpins, we're going to have to visit them hairpins again, but with the traction control off. The traction control was trying to stop us unleashing all the 6.1 litres down there. See, it's fast, but it's not like bloody hell, this is fast. It's obviously still carrying a lot of weight. They've played with the steering to try and make it feel lighter than what it is, which obviously every car maker in the world's doing at the minute, which is a bit crap. Just trying to turn the traction off. Apparently it should come up. There we go. We did it to come up and tell us that the traction was off. Up speed a bit too well going downhill. It's not just the power, is it? It's all the fucking weight going down. I'll try and look up what the actual book figure is in kilograms in the metric system. just so we can have an idea of what it actually weighs. It's got to be close to 2 tons. You can just feel it on the brakes. You can feel it going down this hill. It's just gathering momentum so quickly. Reduce speed now. I'm trying. Now the Brembos are good. I've a lot of confidence in the brakes. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a tight corner test now. We're going to turn around, come back and have another go at these hairpins with the ESP off, just so we can actually throttle it out and see how it behaves. Now turning this thing round, that's a little bit of an event in itself, because we need to find something ideally big enough for a bus. Takes some persuasion to get it to go in reverse. I don't know if that's an American thing or what, but it doesn't really want to revert. It won't creep. It doesn't creep on its own. You have to tell it, yes, I definitely want to go backwards. There we go, the hairpin test. We tried. I don't know what size tyres they are, but keeping the back end in track. Just give it full beans, just up this little corner, see how it reacts. It's definitely fast. So we could have perhaps picked better roads for this car, but I think it's probably in a way making it a bit more of an interesting video, certainly for me behind the driver's seat, because it's, you know, we could have taken this car on some big open road and, you know, America, we'd have been fine, right? But the fact that we're on a mountain pass in the UK, which, you know, narrow roads at the best of times, and we're seeing how it performs as almost as an MR2 rival. I used to love driving my K20 MR2 on roads like this. Certainly is a lot of weight to be pushing down a road like this. It's a very big car. It's taking the bumps pretty well, to be honest. There's a man there flying his drone about. Alright, man. Now, I don't know if this is just because it's left-hand drive or what, but I'm really straddling the lanes. I'm hitting the cat's eyes all the way down here. Right, so we'll turn around here. I'll just load up the torque converter slightly. We're in first gear. We'll let it go. I'll give it full freedom power and we'll see how it takes off. It's meant to have an LSD, this thing, so. Side shift's very strange. Right, we've got something flying down here. What is it? A Fiesta. Wow, go on, lad. One of the AirTech squad. Plenty of torque, as you might expect. Whoa, fuck yeah. I don't want to be jumping off this mountain, like. Oh. Right, I've had a lot of fun. I think we might be best just going to the car park and having some conclusions. Final thoughts. Oh, you know, I wish I could do these videos over a couple of days. Maybe when I get to being a professional journalist, I can start borrowing cars for weeks and giving you long-term tests, because just being around cars for 10 minutes or something, I enjoy driving in general. You know, I'm more interested in driving than I am cars. Is it coming out? Yeah. I'm more interested in driving than I am cars, so, you know, most of the time I'm just going to enjoy it. But yeah, I think we'll continue on the, is it a good car or not? Is it a good car, or is it slightly less than ideal? That's the rating system. Copyright the MiG-26. Is it a good car or not? I think it's a good car, but it's definitely slightly less than ideal in some ways, but it's American. Oh dear, I've just realised I broke the 30-minute limit on the Sony camera. So what's it like to drive a Dodge Challenger on a UK mountain pass road? Difficult. I don't know if I'd go as far as fun, because I was very conscious of the size of the thing. Obviously we're on a very narrow road. Any car down here you'd be thinking, oh shit, there's another car coming the other way. Driving left-hand drive, it was strange at the start, and then you do get used to it. Now, one thing that I mentioned on video a couple of times was I was kind of straddling the inside of the road, and I could feel the cat's eyes on the right-hand tyres. Now, I think that's a little bit of left-hand drive, and also a little bit of, damn, this car's wide, because, yeah, there was quite a lot of hitting the cat's eyes, but, you know, I felt like I was quite tight to this side, and I was still touching them, so, yeah, this car, it does feel pretty wide. So, to conclude then, thanks to Matt for letting me have a go in his Challenger once again. It's quite a beast, for sure. Quite a bit different to the cars that me or Matt or anyone, I think, watching this channel would ever really think about. So it was definitely a bit of an experience. Hopefully the video worked quite well. I'll have to start setting a stopwatch or something for 30 minutes on this camera, because obviously we missed the final part of the vlog, so sorry about that. But I mean, 30 minutes for a review should be long enough anyway, right? But yeah, we tried to make it dance. I tried to make it dance around one of those hairpins, and it did squeak the inside tyre slightly, but then just shut off really. I think maybe if I provoked it more with a bit of weight transfer, then it would probably, you know, start doing a Chris Harris or something. But yeah, just simply coming out of a turn like that and flooring it, then yeah, it had quite a lot of traction really. And it's definitely a fast car. The speedo goes up to 180. It might do that, but it definitely did a little bit of a peel from a standing start. We got it to burn some rubber down there, so yeah, we did the American things. We're a hell yeah brother and all that now. What do Americans do? I'm gonna go to Big Gulp and get a £quarter-pounder cheeseburger and Dunkin' Donuts and shoot someone. Dodge Challenger SRT8, good car, or slightly less than ideal. I'm going to go with good car on this one. It could be lighter, but then it wouldn't be a Dodge Challenger, so we can't really say that, can we? Good car confirmed. Thanks again to Matt for letting me drive it, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. More to come in the future. We've got a couple of different cars lined up. I'll not ruin the surprises, because I think hopefully this has been a bit of a surprise to see me driving a Dodge Challenger. So I'll not ruin the surprises, but we've got some good stuff coming up. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and do all the likings of the videos and stuff. Gonna have a look at the back catalogue. I've also got a Patreon, which you can follow me on, and I've got a Teespring merch store as well. If you're feeling extra supportive today, you can go and buy a t-shirt or something, or a mug or something if you want. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Brands Hatch. Ooh, that's a track. Ooh, some motorbike men behind me, can you see them? Motorbike man with their motorbikes and their Power Ranger outfits. We're going in the hills on our motorbikes. I'm gonna go real fast. Got the wind in my face. Oh shit, I just ate a wasp. I'm just gonna do a bit of B-roll, because I know the camera died and I don't know if I said what I wanted to say. So just in case, what's it been like driving this thing on the road then? Well, this side of the car is a magnet for cat size, or certainly is on a road like this. It feels very wide. I mean, just looking at it now, it doesn't look that wide to touch, but I mean, like, look at that, there's a Fiesta behind us, and we're dwarfing that Fiesta, aren't we? We're dwarfing it. So the brakes felt pretty good, actually. And I've had a look at the tyres as well. We've got a 245 front and a 275 rear. One thing I didn't tell you before is, look at this. We've got carbon fibre racing stripes, bro. What's all that about? And this is original to the car, Matt's telling me, because I picked up on it as soon as we pulled up. That is an original thing to the car. But yeah, I enjoyed driving it. I'm pretty sure I said that already. It's definitely a good car, for real. And did we pick up on the fuel thing or not? Hey, that's where the fuel goes, look. Would you imagine? Metal as well, I think. Or is it? Oh, I don't know. It might be. Oh, aluminium die cast. It even says it on the cap. Beautiful. Yeah, final thoughts then. Good car or not? Yes, good car. Can you see it's got little flares on the arches? Look at this. Well, they're like... Maybe they're not flares. They look like flares. Maybe we've discovered the secrets of the Challenger. It's got fake flares. Can you see them in the light there? Don't know how you can see that, but yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, so that was the Challenger then. Hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you in the next video.